Good morning. Could everybody hear me?
That's as loud as you get.
What? Well, that's about it. Okay, first of all, I'd like to welcome everybody to our Memorial Day ceremony. We've been down here the last 2 years because of COVID. We will be back at the school, and I'll let the commander talk to you about that. First of all, I'd like to, like I said, thank everybody, all the veterans groups, and everybody in attendance, all our dignitaries. I'm not going to name them because our commander, he'll do that. Okay, so chain of command. I don't want to get fired. But first of all, like the commander of Korean War Vets, Post 137, Mike Ikoniak, going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Mike?
Hand salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. At this time, I'd like to introduce our chaplain, Dave Durrett, Post 301, leading us in the opening prayer.
Let us pray. Today is the day we honor all of our brothers and sisters who gave the ultimate sacrifice for this wonderful country that we live in. Father, always watch over all of our military on foreign soil and on our homeland. And Father, keep us all safe in this great country we have. Amen.
At this time, Austintown Fitch Choir, our famous concert choir, will lead us in our opening song.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
What do you think? Aren't they the best? Everything here in Austintown is the best. And they're led by a great man, Mr. Bill Klein, who has a 1.5-year-old at home who's driving him crazy right now. But he'll get used to it. We all did. Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and those of you are moving on in your future endeavor. God bless you all. Thank you. At this time, we're going to do a presentation of the reefs. Canfield Oddfellows in Lodge 155. Don and Jake, come on up, gentlemen. You can stay here. VFW Post 4237, which is right across the street. The Veterans and the Ladies Auxiliary. Mr. David Distler, former Austintown trustee forever, now county commissioner probably forever. In memory of his father, Charles, World War II, Army Air Corps. Anybody else out there have a wreath or anything that they want to present? Excuse me. Okay. Thank you. Now it gives me great honor to introduce our post commander, Mr. David Ewing. He's got about a 42-page speech. But Dave's a great man, a young guy. Most of the people out here are younger than me, other than our gorgeous young lady there, who's 92. Raise your hand, sweetheart. Come on. All right. Okay. Dave is our post commander. He took over from me because I'm getting too old and decrepit. But he is also elected as our commander of Mahoney County, American Legion. So he's our new county commander for the Mahoney County, which represents 11 posts in the area. Mr. David Ewing.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for showing up today to help us honor these fallen soldiers who have served and gave their life for us. Memorial Day is a day of remembrance, to honor and remember all those men and women, many of them just boys and girls, who gave their life for this country and for us while protecting our freedoms. The American soldier comes from all walks of life, many of them just ordinary citizens who'd done something extraordinary. They wrote a check to the United States government for an amount up to and including their life. We are here today to honor military fallen heroes. We honor American heroes from the American Revolution through the global war on terrorism and every battle in between. It is the hearts of these men and women that truly matter. It is the devotion within that led them to sacrifice their lives for the country that we all love. Let me cite a few facts before I go further, because facts have a way of not allowing you to ignore them. During the period of the Revolutionary War to the present, it was the Civil War that produced the most American fatalities. World War II was the first war in which there were more battle deaths than deaths from other causes such as accidents, diseases, and infections. Today, the total number of deaths of American soldiers who served in major United States wars, which includes the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, World War I, World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Gulf War, and the Iraq and Afghanistan wars, is more than 1,345,600 soldiers who have lost their lives fighting for our freedom. These numbers should truly humble us, as they represent those individuals who were husbands, wives, mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, brothers, sisters, or friends. This, unfortunately, is the reality of military service, and this is what we take to heart on Memorial Day. Thankfully, we can be here today largely thanks to those who have fallen. Those Americans who died in these wars did their duty for God and our country. We do not know who they all are, but we owe them all our gratitude. Indeed, for lots of families, the Memorial Day kicks off a wonderful season of barbecues, swimming, camping, and all sorts of other outdoor fun. But we must also keep in mind the true importance of this day, the real meaning of Memorial Day. Memorial Day is a time to remember and celebrate. Though sadness touches our hearts, courage and bravery are two Memorial Day traditions that will carry on long after we are all gone. The following poem, written by Andrew Dean, is a salute to the finest and bravest, and it is called In a Mother's Eye. In a Mother's Eye. The day our flagpole was ready, we had no flag to fly. A mother stepped forward and said, "I have a flag with a tear in her eye. It was given to me the day we laid my son to rest. He was a true blue soldier who gave his life." I got a knot in my throat and a chill in my bones. A tear rolled down my face. A mother has lost her son at war. I can see the pain on her face. In a mother's eyes, you can see red, white, and blue. In a mother's eyes, you can see the pain so true. Freedom comes with a cost of sadness and loss. You can see in a mother's eye. When someone puts their life on the line so others can be free, it is a selfless act of courage and love. How thankful we should all be. And when I look at the flag today, I see a whole new meaning there. I see the men and women who died for her so that in this freedom we can share. On this Memorial Day, I ask that you try and take some time, even just a few minutes, to think and remember those men, women, boys, and girls from our hometowns and from across the country who have served and died but will never be forgotten. Of all the military bugle calls, none is so easily recognized or more emotional than the call of taps. The melody is both powerful and moving, and once you hear it, you will always remember how it sounds. There are only 24 notes to taps, and when you hear it, you stand up straight, you do not talk, and at the end, you do not clap or cheer. Taps is always played on Memorial Day to honor the men and women who paid the ultimate sacrifice, their life, for our country and for our freedom. We will now honor these men and women with a 21-gun salute, followed by the playing of taps. All veterans and those in uniform, we ask that you render the proper hand salute. All others, we ask that you place your right hand over your heart. Rifle Squad Captain, please proceed with the 21 gun salute. At this time, I would like to introduce to you Mahoning County Commissioner Dave Ditzler and the Austintown Township Trustees, Trustee Steve Kent and Trustee Ken Carano, who would like to say a few words.
Thank you. Well, I want to welcome everyone out here today, and thank you, Sam. But, you know, I was thinking when you said that, but nothing's forever. But out here, you know, the respect we have for the veterans is truly something that is forever in our hearts, and how we approach our days, and should be how we approach our days. I've had the privilege of being here and being part of a Memorial Day parade or service in Austintown for almost 30 years. I think Austintown is one of the communities that really comes alive to show their support, respect, and honor for people in need, for veterans, for people who've served. If nothing else, it's always amazing to come and hear the concert choir every year. You know, it's normally we're listening to them in front of the Marks up on Mahoning Avenue, but you know, God bless the concert choir for doing this on behalf of us every year. So they represent our community and who we all are, and I thank them for that. I get to bring the wreath up in honor of my father. He was a World War II veteran, and you know, the stories we used to hear, you know, the greatest generation, we're losing them all, and we don't have the opportunity to hear those stories anymore. But my father always told me he didn't touch foot on American soil for almost 3 years, being in the Philippine Islands. But I'll just close by saying that, you know, we need to honor and remember all of our veterans that serve and who have lost their lives on a daily basis, not just Memorial Day. But Memorial Day isn't a day for us to mourn their loss. It's a day for us to bless the day that they were born, because we didn't know them all, but we owe them all. So God bless all of you for being here. I thank you, and stay safe. Have a great day.
On behalf of myself and my two colleagues, Steve Kent and Jim Davis, and Laura Wolf, I thank Commander Dave Ewing and all the officers and members of the Austintown Memorial Post 301 of the American Legion for hosting this and all of the Memorial Day ceremonies. They also did those wonderful flags, as you could see, all through our area. And anyone that is interested in doing more, please get in touch with the American Legion. Austintown Township proves it's a veterans town. with ceremonies like this all the time, but with an active veterans organizations like the VFW, the Korean War Vets, and certainly the American Legion. We also have the township's Veterans Committee that has started, working for the benefit of all the veterans. And this Veterans Park, with these outstanding memorials that is there for us all the time. If I may say, it has been my privilege 30 years ago for my partner and I to be the sponsors of the Women's Veteran Memorial. I have this opportunity now to thank people because Dave is a little worked out over there. Obviously, the choir. God bless these people. If you knew their history, they go to all the veterans organizations and hospitals throughout the years, and they've been doing it for 40 years. Thank you for your service. Thank you for that fantastic singing. And that gentleman that is your boss is the greatest guy in the world, Bill Klein. I want to thank the Falcon Media, Gina Cardello and Carla Amon, but Zane is here representing the media, and he's just doing a little work today. He's also the producer, director, he's the cameraman, the sound man, and he stands there looking really good. Thank you. I'd like to thank the Todd Schaefer, our park supervisor, and the people who come here to help them do the work here. But most importantly, it is the veterans themselves and the women's organizations that come here and work all the time to keep this park beautiful. So we thank them. And if I may, I encourage all of us here and all Americans to set aside part of today to renew the memory of those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. But here they come. May this day of remembrance stir both our national pride, our conscience, and the cause of all of us to cherish those principles for which so many gave their lives. To you veterans, to your families, once again, I join all Americans everywhere in saying, thank you for your service to our country. May God bless our veterans, and may God bless America.
In association with Austintown Local Schools and Austintown Township.